Hey peeps, I hope you're having a nice chill day, and thank you to all the new subscribers. I am very surprised so many of you decided to join in on the fun so fast. Welcome. I hope you'll follow along and join us for this little journal with me / doodle with me. Here I am doing the line art for January and a little doodle on the side. For this page, I decided to do a little drawing of my phone, who I decided to call Clown Oppa because my phone is he's a funny one. You see, it really does feel like he just likes to throw himself against the hardest surfaces. No joke, seeing him just bounce right off, face first onto the ground, the cold hard ground, and the cracking sounds that it has made in the past has broken my heart and shattered my hope in everything. And I'm very surprised and very happy to say my phone, Clown Oppa, has not cracked, and he is grounded because he is a very bouncy phone, and I do not trust that he will not just bounce all over the place. But anyway, moving on. Here I am coloring in all the pink hearts on this page because I think it looks cute. And I think I'm gonna start coloring in the actual illustration now with some highlighters because I'm trying to not get too much bleed through to the next page because I think I have a spread planned for the next page. That's why I was trying to use non-bleeding pens for this page. But yeah, hopefully I'll get the chance to show you guys that spread later on down the line. But how have you guys been? I haven't been watching anime this time around. It feels weird. I've been watching a lot of Twin Peaks though. As of right now, I'm on season 3, and I don't like the vibes as much as season 1 and 2. I'm not gonna spoil anything for anyone that, decides to get into it, because it, at least in my spheres, it had a little bit of a comeback. But in case you do want to watch it, I do recommend it. It's very quirky, I think is the word I'm gonna use. I do love Lucy, a lot of love for Lucy, a lot of love for Dale Cooper. And this season 3 has had me in a real weird funk. So now I'm just kind of figuring out what to watch next. But thankfully I've been also watching a lot of Columbo. I really enjoy the original homely, wife-loving Columbo. I think that's my only favorite type of wife guy. Here I am doing the final line art for the page with my black Tombow. And ideally, I start watching some anime soon, but I don't know. Like I said, I've been in a weird funk, so I don't know what to watch next. I know I made a small list of some recommendations that a few of you made, and I'm currently watching JoJo's. It's the one with Jolene, and I'm really digging it. It's a lot better than the first time that I watched JoJo's. I feel like I just didn't get the first season of JoJo's. So this one's definitely a lot funnier. I'm also watching Tomo-chan, and that's been fun. I think that's been one of my favorite animes this season. I mean, I don't think it's gonna go on top 10 this year, but it's enjoyable compared to other things that are coming out this season. Although I think that between last and this season, Roboco is number one. Roboco, if you guys haven't watched Roboco, I really do recommend you give it a shot because it's pretty funny. And here I am flipping to the next spread. This is the double page spread I was talking about, and I am doing the line art once again with a purple Le Pen, I believe the brand is called. And as you can see, I'm gonna go in and I'm gonna do the line art for my dear sweetest Chronico. I don't know if there's any Kaiba fans listening right now, but I finally watched Kaiba, I believe it was last year. Yeah, it was last year. And I was taken aback. I can't believe, like, it's an anime that I've heard so little about, and someone recommended it to me last year, and I watched it, and I just fell in love with so much of its conversation. It Kaiba really does feel like a conversation piece about how this creator, this director felt about the world. It has a lot of veiled conversations about capitalism and the trans experience, and I feel like I wouldn't be surprised if it has a resurgence in the coming years, because it's just something that I really vibe with, if you catch my drift, with all of the current issues that are going on in America. But anyways, that's my two pieces. I really latched on to specifically Chronico because I feel like she was such a short-lived character in that series, and she deserves better. She deserves better. I hope that wherever she is, she's living her best life. So much love for Chronico. And here I am doing the line art for my my number one, I think it's called my number one stan. This was my number one husbando of all time when I got into anime culture and whatever. This is Hidan, and I recently found out that your boy Hidan was gonna get a plastic figure, acrylic figure, I think they're called, made in Japan for a Lunar New Year pop-up shop in Japan, and I got real excited about that because, like, there's not a lot of Hidan merch, and I could go on a tangent about this, and I get it, he wasn't there for that big of an arc, but I feel like we have enough Itachi shit. I feel like we have enough Sasori shit. Like, you know what? I don't mind seeing more Deidara shit. That's pretty good stuff. But, like, I'm just saying, Hidan and Kakuzu, both pretty hot, both pretty cool, both very interesting. We don't hear enough about them. And I know that one of the latest spin-off series that Masashi Kishimoto is making is focused on the village from where Hidan is from, but from what my intel, there has been no talks about him, and I get it. The story's not centered around him. It's centered around, I believe, Kurenai and Asuma's daughter, but I don't know. I just feel like if you're gonna bring up that village, you might as well just talk a little bit about the dude that you killed so horribly. Anyways, let me circle back. Right now I am coloring in the hearts around the January with my nice purple Copic, and I was trying to use non-bleed markers for this page also, because I think there's also another spread behind this one that I was trying not to bleed onto with the Copics, if that makes any sense. And again, that's gonna be for another video. Right now, just wanted to focus on these 2 pages. But yeah, comment down below who your favorite Akatsuki member is. And if it is Itachi, if it is Sasori, like, no hate. Or even if it's not an Akatsuki member, who's your husbando? Who's your waifu? I'm genuinely curious to hear this, because I might just have old taste, because I know that this episode, I don't even want to think about how long ago these episodes aired, because it was a while ago, and I don't think I've found any new, I want to say, husbando level character in any of the newest anime. They're all kind of like, I think the closest thing to new husbando material has been Columbo, and it's because he is a nice dude that talks about his wife and tries to help people in tricky situations, and I like his honesty. He's an alright dude. There you go. And here I am adding some shadow details and some blush, and going in and adding all those rainbow headers for the different days. But yeah, oh yeah, and I drew myself fangirling about the Hidan acrylic figure. I was actually able, on one of my trips to TJ, I found a place in TJ that's walkable. Actually, if you cross the line, you can walk to it, because it's like right in the downtown area. It's called Friki Plaza, and I was very fortunate to find just the tiniest little figure. It's like a chibi version of Hidan, and I went insane, because I think that's the first time I've ever seen a figure of him. So now he's just sitting on my desk. Whenever I need some support, I just look up to that tiny little figure, and I feel blessed. Don't mind me. Here I am adding the final line art, I think, for the illustrations with my signature purple pilot pen that I love so dearly and is not allowed to ever run out, because I will be very sad, because I do not want to leave my house to go buy another one. But yeah, I just wanted to know if you guys felt like February 2023 has been moving a little faster than January, because it felt like January started and it was going like at a moderate pace, fairly, leisurely, and February just came in and was like, today is the 1st and tomorrow is the 28th, and oh well, you blinked your eyes and you missed it. And I have no complaints. February was fairly stressful, but just wanted to know, how are your guys' Februaries going? And here I am going in with the details for the Sakura jelly roll. again with the ballpoint pens. This is how little I know about like ballpoint pens. I didn't know that they came in different sizes, which makes total sense because they make different sizes of lead. So it only makes sense if they make different sizes of like uni balls. But shoot, when I found out that I work better with thicker jelly rolls, I started to buy like a bunch of thick ones. But then the issue was that I wanted to draw all of these detailed little things that you can't do with the thick uni balls. So I had a set of thinner ones that I jammed, and now I try to be like really careful about how I use them. I did the flame trick where you like try to warm up the uni ball to get it unstuck and then maybe melt some of the chunky paint inside. Just pass a little bit of a small flame around it. Try not to melt the barrel though, because I had a problem with one of my pens where I accidentally melted the tip off a bit. But other than that, as long as it's on the metal, you should be fine. And here I am adding some washi tape to the negative space, because I left some areas where I could add washi tape, because I kept telling myself I wanted to add more washi tape to my spreads, because I have like a stupid amount of washi tape that I just don't use because I'm too precious with it. Honestly, I'm too precious with it. I keep telling myself, oh no, this isn't a cute enough project for it. Oh no, I'm gonna just wait off. And then I don't. So trying to make it a point to use my washi tape and my stickers for this journal more. And I'll eventually rip the band-aid on the stickers. I have to. And hopefully you guys will be here to motivate me to use my very precious washi tape and stickers, please, by all means. And here's the final shot of the spread. I really like how this came out. I like how the color palette all worked together. I think it's one of my favorite spreads at the moment. And it's not because I'm biased, because my beautiful heat on is right here, but you know, it's pretty high up there. Anyways, I hope you guys have a lovely day. Thank you again for joining me, and yeah, I'll see you guys next time.